CoreyAllenx here. Hate to interrupt your regularly scheduled program, but we have a problem. What is that problem? Our education system is failing our children. Plain and simple. I was watching the news today, and it was brought to my attention that in our universities across the country, we're finding a startling pattern. What might that pattern be? Well, nationwide, enrollment for college is up, which, at first glance, would seem like a good thing, right? But guess what? In those same universities, nationwide, we're beginning to see lower and lower and lower graduation rates. That's right. Enrollment, registration, up. Graduation, completion, down. At some schools, they're at below a 50% graduation rate. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. It gets better. Within these schools, there's a pattern that's even more startling. We are now beginning to hear reports coming from universities all across the country that the lecture halls are full of women. With, in some cases, one of the reports that I saw today, some of the students reporting that there are fewer than 3 or 4 guys in their classes. What does this mean? Well, it means that in places of higher learning across this country, there are young women pursuing higher education, pursuing degrees that will put them in places to have higher paying jobs. They'll be more educated. They will become the future elite, if you will. But they'll have no spouses that are in the same stratosphere. And so there is going to be a fallout from this, obviously. I mean, aren't there already more women on the planet than men anyway? So now on top of that, we're adding more educated women who are going to be looking for educated men to build lives with and to marry and to procreate with. What's going to happen? And more importantly, what's happening to our young men? Now, I do know that our country has a real skill for cultivating, bringing together our young men, shipping them up, shipping them out, and getting them injured and killed in senseless brawls abroad. But what about their education? I know a lot of people join the military so that they can go to college, and then these other statistics are saying, the men aren't there. So where are they? Are they in Iraq? Are they in Afghanistan? I don't know. And I'm also concerned about our young children. It has come to my attention, and it's something that I've definitely observed in recent years, but it's come to my attention that we have an epidemic of child obesity. And in our elementary schools and in our middle schools, we have fed our children garbage. Garbage. They have easier access to a Pepsi than they do an apple in many of these schools. They have easier access to deep-fried French fries and tater tots than they do to carrot sticks and celery sticks. They have an easier access to anything with high fructose corn syrup than they do a natural, organic foodstuff. And although I've always known there are an overwhelming number of food items that carry high fructose corn syrup, I never realized how difficult it is to avoid them. Bear with me one moment. All right. Simple. So let's say you are average middle class mother doing grocery shopping for your family. And you think, well, we're not going to eat out. I won't take my kids to McDonald's. I won't take my kids to Jack in the Box. I won't take my kids to Kentucky Fried Chicken. What I'll do is I will buy groceries and feed my children at home. And you decide that you want to make organic spaghetti. What's in the spaghetti sauce here? From the organic, and let me, if you can see this, I just, it's ridiculous. It won't come into focus. It says they're all natural. Tomato puree, water, tomato paste, citric acid, diced tomatoes, mushrooms, corn syrup, salt, soybean oil, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, dried onions, the list goes on, And you say, well, for breakfast I'm going to make them 2 eggs and some toast and some orange juice. And you just have some wheat bread here that is made with whole wheat flour, water, high fructose corn syrup. So you got your second source. And when they come home after school, you said, I'm going to make them a sandwich. I'm going to give them a juice. I don't have this in my house, but you're going to give them a high C fruit punch snack pouch or whatever the hell they call them, and you're going to make them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So you got that same bread. No, but let's not say peanut butter and jelly. You're going to make them a turkey and lettuce sandwich. And you're going to put some mustard on it. What's in the mustard? Distilled vinegar, water, mustard seed, salt, garlic powder, high fructose corn syrup. Or you decide to give them a hot dog and you're going to put ketchup on this snack. And this is the scary part. If you can read that. 100% organic. Organic tomato concentrate, organic sugar, organic vinegar, organic spice, high fructose corn syrup. Our sugar intake is just ridiculously high. I don't even know what to say. It's just infuriating to me that these young people are being given such a raw deal. Such a raw deal. It's just sad.
When you beat on that drum, talking that tongue, you're just scratching on the surface.